Listen up, it's time for a tale about a podcast that'll leave you frail. Hardway wrestling coming at you raw, bringing the heat, breaking every law. They drop the truth, no holds barred, talking smack, getting you hyped up hard, calling out the fakes, exposing the lies. Hardway wrestling taken by surprise. Hardway wrestling coming to your city. Nothing but realness, nothing but grit. Going down a gauntlet, making them all. Hardway wrestling straight from the heart.
Welcome to Hardway Wrestling. It is Thursday. We should have been here on Monday, boys. I apologize. I do apologize. I really do. Should have been here on Monday after SummerSlam. Xfinity, like my ex-wife, take me back for more child support. They fucking got me again.
Oh God.
Yeah, it was. So, and I'll go into it real quick, and then we'll get into it. We got a lot to cover today. Welcome to Hardway Wrestling, everybody.
What did LA Knight say on Raw? Yankee, Oscar,
right.
uniform, Sierra, uniform, Charlie, Kilo,
Suck.
you suck.
Yeah. So we had that
so
fiasco before where they updated everything, and I couldn't use my regular modem, my expensive modem that I bought. So they said, "Hey, we'll just give you a modem." It was great. Speed was great. All that good stuff. We got a thing on our bill saying that we owed for equipment charge. Jesse called and said, "Fuck off." We got rid of that. They took the charge off. In the meantime, they took the whole router off. So
nice.
The router was not registered to my account. So I had no internet. So actually the guy who came out yesterday is a buddy of mine, and he fixed everything, and it's back good to go. And I haven't made the phone call yet, but they owe me about $75. They cost me some money, but yeah, we were supposed to be here. We talked about coming on Sunday or Monday and talk about SummerSlam, but we'll get into SummerSlam and our thoughts. Boys, happy Thursday. How are we doing? Week's almost over.
Thank God.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
I was doing good until I was watching the intro, and I realized it's been a few months, and I'm still not on the fucking thing. You know what?
You're on the flip. Look, be happy. Be happy with the one clip where you're just barely there. It's Jason
standing behind Cross, just coming through. Okay, I got you.
But it's badass, right? It's badass. It is a badass.
That's true. I'll give you that.
So, all right, let's get into the agenda here today. We had a passing wrestling in wrestling here earlier this week. Dory Funk Jr. Passed away at the age of 85, I think, Scotty?
Yep, that is correct, 85.
Go ahead, Scotty.
Yeah, so Dory Funk Jr., I think there were only two kids, Dory Funk Jr. and Terry, and Dory Sr., the father, and all Funk members are now passed away. I don't think there's any wrestling Funks left in the business. I don't think any of the kids are in the business. So it's a very tragic day for wrestling. But Dory Funk Jr., the son of the legendary Dory Funk Sr., the owner and up-and-comer in Amarillo, Texas, part of the Texas territory. Dory Funk, again, big wrestling name, NWA champion for about 3 years. Just legend throughout the business. Teamed a lot with his brother Terry. We all know Terry Funk. Teamed with him for years in different promotions, different companies. Ended up not only becoming being a wrestling legend, but he ended up working and training guys that were coming up in the business to the point where he was working in his later years, working for WWE as a trainer. So yeah, like very, very sad loss to the industry. And, again, a lot of these legends that are dying, like we're never going to have another one like Dory Funk. We're going to never have another one like Terry. We're never going to have another Funk dynasty. We're never going to have a legend dynasty like the Funks in the wrestling business again, in my view. So very, very sad time in the industry right now to lose a guy like Dory Funk Jr.
But hey, we had Funkadactyls at one point.
Oh, that was close, pretty close.
Yeah,
they were egg suckers too.
Yeah, they were egg suckers. They were extremely distant cousins. I mean, like, you know, almost completely removed. So.
They kind of looked alike.
But yeah, no. Again, legendary career. Like I said, he was NWA champion. Hold on, let me pull this up here.
Well, while you're pulling it up, I'll go. Some of his ring names: Dory Funk Jr., Hoss Funk, the
Hoss Funk was
Texan.
Yeah, Hoss Funk was WWE because Vince didn't like Dory.
Right. The Masked Outlaw. He was billed as 6'2". I'm not even sure that he was 6 foot. Billed as 6'2". From what ranch, Ricky? What ranch was Dory Funk from?
I don't know. I don't remember.
Oh, come on. You don't remember the Double Cross Ranch.
The Double Cross Ranch. There you go.
Double Cross Ranch. Like, again, that's...
watch a lot of the Funks growing up.
He won his first NWA title in February 11th, 1969 from Gene Kiniski. And he ended up losing it...
Actually, Dory was the baby that Gene Kiniski kicked.
Huh?
Yeah, Gene Snitsky.
Oh, Gene Snitsky. My bad. My apologies.
I was like, huh? I was like, where did this happen? But Dory ended up losing that title May 24th, 1973. He lost it actually after a pickup truck accident. So he had to end up losing the belt to, of all people, Harley Race. So yeah, no, that was his title run, 69 to 73. His only title run for the NWA title, but he ended up working the NWA, Central States. He was again all across there. He did Florida for Eddie Graham, All Japan. That was the thing. 73 to 87. Dory and Terry were the pipeline to a lot of guys for All Japan, which was Giant Baba, his promotion over there. And so they funneled a lot of the American talent over there and ended up giving guys who never been seen before over there, giving guys a chance to make a lot of buku money.
Yeah, not only did he wrestle Harley Race and Giant Baba, he wrestled the Sheik. He wrestled Abdullah the Butcher. Like, there was a lot of guys, old school guys that he kind of brought here. So
he like not only that, but he had just the Japan stuff. He feuded with Giant Baba, Jumbo Tsuruta, the Destroyer, the Butcher, like you said, the Sheik, and he also feuded against his own brother, against Terry, which is interesting. I don't see anything in here about them ever winning the tag team titles together, but that would have been an interesting deal.
NWA International Heavyweight Champion 2 times, Strong Tag Determination League with Terry. So he did have a tag team title. He did
work with Terry on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he went to WWE and WWF in 86. Wasn't all that long.
NWA Tag Champion with Terry also.
Okay, what year was that?
Doesn't say.
Gotcha.
After the
look,
not sure.
Can I just ask you guys some, hell of list of accolades and legendary career in his own right. But what is a standout moment for you in his career that will resonate with you for the rest of your life? Do you have a moment like that you can think of?
Part of the problem is that a lot of Dory stuff isn't on tape. No, I'm
talking about for you personally. Like, have you watched something that you saw and you were like, shit, that was crazy?
It's not really something that I've seen. It's more of the stories that I've heard. That's the thing. Like, you go back and listen to a lot of these guys tell their stories about Dory, and it's funny because a lot of the stories of Dory come from Terry, which like there's a great one where they're working for, I think it was the Sheik. They're working for the Sheik in Detroit. And because Terry was the more outgoing one. Dory was the dry, no nonsense kind of guy. So he really didn't have a sense, didn't have a sense of humor, but he didn't really like react to all that much. But like one story that I've always heard that really kind of cracks me up, because again, it's Terry telling it. They're in Detroit. They're working for the Sheik.
Can you do Terry's voice while you're telling us this story?
Oh God,
we were in Detroit.
No, I can't do it. But no, they're talking about they're in Detroit and they're working for the Sheik. And the Sheik's kid comes running in, yelling, "The box office has been robbed! The box office has been robbed!" And he just looks over at Dory and is like, "Well, Junior, I think we got fucked on a payoff tonight." Like, something to that. But it's just like the stories you hear of Dory and his time in the business and stuff like that. It definitely because I've never personally seen a Dory Funk Jr. match. Sadly, never. There might be some out there. Like, any wrestling historians, please throw that kind of stuff my way, because I would love to watch it. But
I think the biggest thing is not so much the stories and stuff, is the Funks were the last of the real fucking men in wrestling, right? The Funks were no nonsense. They would stretch you, beat the absolute piss out of you if you weren't supposed to be in there. It was hard to get into the business back then, and at times the Funker or the Funks were the gatekeepers, right? They so again, to bring up individual stories is kind of hard at this point, because a lot of stuff isn't on tape.
Well, I'm glad you said that, because that's basically my take on it. Is I know of them, obviously. You talk about a legendary family, but again, it wasn't necessarily my wheelhouse in that time frame. So again, of their reputation, and I think that speaks volumes through an industry that we have, because they are so well respected by all the workers and known infamously like that for those reasons, on how tough they were in the back, and how they're shooters, right? You fuck around, they'll shoot on you in the ring. So and for me, I had a Mandela effect. I thought Dory died already 10 years ago as well.
He looked
when I heard he died, I was like, "Oh
looked
shit!"
like he's already dead.
He died again.
That's just the honest truth. I just, but rest in peace. And again, it's always sad to hear, any of the wrestling family have a tragic loss like that. Again, he had a long-lived life. 85 is a commendable life, and anybody
if I
can tell
make
you
it to 85, I'm in.
Look,
those guys lived a hard life.
Exactly, right? But a fruitful life, though. It might have been hard, but it was definitely entertaining as fuck. So again, not everybody gets blessed with a life like that. A lot of people get stuck in mediocrity. They get stuck in just waking up, going to work, coming home. But when you choose this life of entertainment and professional wrestling, you really get to live a little. And through them, I hope we all can just remember, just live a little, get out there, and if somebody pisses you off, just shoot on them in the ring. No.
Rest in peace, Dory. I hope you're somewhere feeding your sick horse. Let's get into
that was Terry.
I know. I think I gotta go home, Vince.
I got a sick horse. My horse is sick. I gotta go home.
All right, we got a couple more stories here. Let's get into a bit of little pizza cutter news. Well, in case y'all didn't know, TKO is rich, motherfucker. Ricky, let's get into a little bit of second quarter earnings for TKO.
TKO reported a revenue of $1.547 billion in its second quarter earnings.
Billion,
which brought in $620.9 million, a 12% increase from the same period last year. I would like to think somebody by the name of Danhausen may have a lot to do with some of those earnings coming in with all of his merch. CM Punk, another top merch guy, Cody Rhodes. And then you got your 2-night Mania sales and all that kind of stuff going on. But big numbers.
How much of that is Saudi money?
Yeah, there's that too.
That's true.
I was gonna say I wish they would break down how much of TKO is UFC and how much of it is WWE. I want to see that breakdown. So who brought in more? Who's the more favorite son in that conglomeration right there? So
Orange
Good.
Cassidy reference there with conglomeration.
I wasn't even trying to do that, and now I want to vomit right now because I don't like mentioning the friggin' our little puppy pockets. So,
all right, let me see if I can bring up UFC generated 535.7 million.
okay.
WWE generated 620.9 million.
Yep. 0.9.
IMG, what is IMG? FIFA Hospitality Performance 354.7 million, up 16%. UFC's up 29%, and WWE's up 12%.
WWE's up 12.
Yeah, those are and other corporate stuff, whatever, is up 77.4 million. So I mean, when they're making these,
we've had a lot of stuff go on over the last few months too. Because you remember, you also had the UFC on the White
the
House
250
lawn.
US 250. So supposedly the UFC lost money on that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Probably because of all the Trump haters.
Could have been, but there was like 70,000. There was as many people there for UFC 250 as there were for SummerSlam Night 1 and 2 together. It was more.
Well, the crazy thing is that allegedly it came out of, there's a lot of talk about those finances. I still want to get to the bottom of it, but it's like they talked about how much the taxpayers' dollars were invested in it, and then UFC's talking about taking losses. So it's like, where did the money go and who got it? Again, I know a lot of renovations were done to the property itself that cost a shit ton, but fighters got paid. So it's like, how did they not make profit off of all of the? Again, they had a whole little fan shit going on across the lawn too. So they were selling merch. They had a bunch of different fucking shit going, entertainment portions going on around the campus too. So I don't understand why they took a loss on that night, but I heard the same thing.
I guess it all depends on how much they had going out, right? They had this, special band on the White House lawn. Who knows how much they cost? I mean, honestly.
Yeah, but those tickets were expensive, man. Those tickets were fucking...
Here's the other thing. This is the White House. So don't forget, you're also dealing with all the security and the CIA and the FBI and the freaking secret.
But I don't think that'll come out of
they're not paying CIA. There's probably other.
No.
Oh, I'm sure that. Okay, here's the thing. I would say in a normal situation, I would say you're right. But when it's a special event like that, I wouldn't be surprised if they get like an extra something or other on that. Like they have to be paid for extra time.
They're government.
No,
they're government. They're not
we're
getting
paying
anything extra.
We're paying them.
Yeah, we're paying them. We're paying them.
But look, the production itself for the UFC's cost was $60 million. So they only made $30 million. So overall, they took a $30 million loss. Holy shit!
But if you think about it, they probably have a $30 million or $40 million ESPN deal, or Peacock or whoever they're with now.
Paramount.
Their TV rights. So, I mean, it come see, come saw.
Well, again, they still profited for the quarter, and WWE, they both basically contributed half of the profit right there. So they're both holding their own. WWE a little bit higher with that 620, but I mean,
Danhausen achievement monies.
Yeah, that's what it is.
I thought it was Baron Corbin coming back, but I don't know.
I'm glad they got. It's a good thing they got rid of Aleister Black and Zelina, because they probably wouldn't have been. They probably been in the negative, right?
Shit.
So.
All right, what we got? What we got next?
All right, we have Rey Mysterio has announced that a cross-promotional tournament featuring the stars of Raw, SmackDown, and AAA, with the winner earning a heavyweight championship title versus Roman Reigns on September 14th on Raw in Mexico. Scotty, we love tournaments. You know how we love tournaments here. What do you think about a tournament
It's a luchador tournament, right? It's a luchadors only tournament, I thought.
No, it's across Raw. It starts from everywhere. They're just the final is in Mexico. So I'm sure they'll be running something in Mexico. They're gonna run something in Raw and SmackDown until they get down to that final bracket.
For some reason, I thought it was a AAA thing going on. That's what I thought too. I thought it was like
it was the luchadors only.
Yeah, because I thought
Well, the
isn't
final
there,
is in Mexico, so it is basically a triple.
But isn't the final supposed to be at Triple Mania in the Mexico? Like I
No,
thought
it's
that's
on
a
Raw.
Raw. It's a Raw.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Roman
Okay.
Well,
will defend the title on Raw.
No, the championship match is at Raw, but technically the finals tournament should be at AAA.
The 2-night event that they've never had before.
Yeah, they never had before.
That
they've had 3 nights. So okay, now that changes things. Now that it's Raw, SmackDown, people from everywhere, that changes things. Because in my head, I'm thinking, okay, other than El Grande Americano 2, like everybody else is going to come up to here on Roman Reigns. Like they're not.
Have you seen Dr. Wagner?
Damian Priest.
He ain't that tall either. At least not
Damian
from
Priest.
Dr. Wagner. He's a big boy. He's a big
again
boy.
comparatively to. Oh wait a minute, I'm thinking of a different guy. Never mind.
Yeah. All right. On three. Everybody say who's going to win it. Who's going to be the guy who faces Roman and loses? 1, 2, 3.
El
LA
Grande
Knight.
El Grande Americano.
Oh, I got I
Thank you.
I don't know about Jay.
LA Knight's going to be Money in the Bank probably when he faces Roman and loses.
Yeah, I think after that big promo they had on Monday where he was like, "I'm not just giving a title shot to anybody. You got to earn it." Blah 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 blah. So I just feel like LA Knight's going to be in this thing somehow, some way.
El Grande Americano.
I think they're going to give it to a luchador for one, because if you're going to be in Mexico, you might as well put one of their guys in the fucking main event. It's going to draw way better than fucking one of our guys.
El Torino.
For two, I think it is a toss-up between Americano and Penta. I think Penta losing the IC title puts him in the trajectory for this moment here. And he might, obviously he's going to lose to Roman, but it'll be his first world title match. It'll put him in the next bracket up. It'll give him the push that WWE also wants to do with him, I would assume. Yeah. Or the other option on his is that Ray moves back to WWE TV and you get the Lucha Bros and that tag division gets built like they promised us it would this year. So, but I think Penta's my choice. I think Penta or Americano for sure.
Americano's the most over guy in AAA right now.
That's true.
And he's gonna. I foresee him taking that AAA title off of Dominic Mysterio at some point. So give him the push now, and let him face Roman. He'll obviously lose to Roman, and then eventually win that AAA title from Dom.
But see, now you got me wondering though. Do we know who's facing Dom at the Triple Mania yet? Have we heard that? Because again, I would imagine he's obviously going to defend. So it should be one of those two guys also, because him and Penta have heat, and fucking Americano's on the come up too with their little shit going on. So whichever one of them's fighting Dom, I think the other one is going to win the tournament. So there we go. Whenever they call it, that's my call.
Are you guys trying to tell me Mr. Iguana doesn't have a chance of?
Fucking no.
The Iguana has a better chance.
I'm down for the Iguana.
I want to see that Iguana curb stomped. That's what I want.
I want to see the Iguana go against Cobra and Mr. Sacco.
It's funny you said that because
it's now Mr. Doggo.
AK and I were talking on the phone yesterday, and we're dumb. So we just laughing about we needed a puppet tournament instead. You got Sacco, you got the Cobra, you got Mr. Iguana's Lizard, whatever his name is.
The demon one.
The demon, Demon Balor's whatever.
Lily.
You got Lily, yeah. What other puppets do we? Maybe we can get Harley Cameron's puppet to come in.
Firefly Funhouse.
Oh yeah, all the Firefly Funhouse. Huskus. Yeah, Huskus for me.
The Rabbit. Sister Abigail.
Call Al Snow. Bring a head.
Oh my God! Yeah, everybody wants head.
Everybody want? Yeah.
Wrestling is.
I forgot.
Wrestling is so dumb. Anyway, maybe we'll do that on another show. Well, I'll put a bracket out there and we'll let people decide on who should move on in the next round. Maybe wait till March for the final for the Sweet 16 or some bullshit like that. So anyway, so tournament coming up to face Roman. Should be pretty good. We like tournaments. some of us like tournaments. So, AK,
Tony Khan's tournaments.
we had a retirement this weekend or last weekend.
Ooh, yes, another one for 2026. This one was from the 49-year-old beast incarnate, the Conqueror. This man
Who called it? Who called this, by the way? Tell me. Remind me.
Everybody.
What?
Come on,
Everybody called this.
What? I know. Get out of here.
What?
He tried. I know you're not taking credit for that. I mean, everybody knew he was going to retire.
On the best of 3 matches. Oh wow, let's see how this is gonna go.
Yeah, no.
You didn't call the Rumble.
You all laughed at me when I said he would retire in Minnesota back before WrestleMania.
We said that made sense. When he came back, we said it made sense.
Yeah, it does. It does.
Yeah,
when they forced him to come back. So
all right,
anyway,
let me tell these motherfuckers who we're talking about first. All right, so I didn't even get to the name yet. Shit.
Let's go.
But in 2002, built as the next big thing, made WWE history as being and still the youngest WWE champion of all time at the age of 25. Not only is he a multi-time NCAA Division I champion, but he left the WWE in 2000. Was it? Oh gosh, man, I wish I had dates in front of me. Left WWE. Went on to the UFC.
5 or 6.
0506. Went to the UFC and beating Randy Couture of all people.
Right.
Became the UFC heavyweight champion of the world. Then came back to the WWE in 2012 as the Beast and the Conqueror to go on to WrestleMania 30. Well, first went on to demolish John Cena at SummerSlam in one of the most one-sided matches of John Cena's career. Then went on to beat The Undertaker's streak at 21-1. He became the one at 21-1 at WrestleMania 30, shocked the world, and then moved on to still be the man that everybody wanted to stop with infamous rivalries with guys like Roman Reigns, had beef with Seth Rollins over his career, faced guys like The Rock, Triple H, you name it, top guy. They went through this man, and there will never be another Brock Lesnar. Now, guys, I was going to do the Paul Heyman, but I want my voice to last to the end of the show.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Guys, there's not enough that we can say about Brock Lesnar, and I know this gets thrown around when we talk about every single fucking person in the industry. At some point, they're like, there'll never be another John Cena, there'll never be another AJ Styles. But guys, this is where it's like fucking real. There will never, ever be another human being to walk this planet as fucking Brock Lesnar has done. Brock Lesnar is a one of one. He is the fucking alpha male of our species, so they say. And I tell you,
guy we're putting out front when the aliens come.
Look, I've seen this guy in person. And I'm telling you,
man,
he's the type of guy that if I was shooting him, I would still be running while I'm shooting him because I don't trust the bullets. Right? Yeah. Like, guy is fast, he's agile, he's strong as fuck. And it's going to be impossible for anybody to have a career the way he did. And if you look at the timeline of Brock Lesnar, and a lot of people scrutinize the amount of work he did as champion and how rare he would come out. But again, he was built like an attraction from the jump. Once he took off, he lost at WrestleMania 20 to Goldberg, which he should have fucking won that match. Rode off into the sunset. He went to a whole new career, dominated that sport just to come back. And when we look at, and again, one of the biggest regrets of my life is watching The Undertaker's streak get broken. But if there was anybody in the world to do it, I'm so happy in hindsight that it was Brock Lesnar because look at how badass this motherfucker continued to be afterwards. If he were to be a fucking just a regular wrestler afterwards and they didn't build him as strong as they did all the way through and through, it would have been a waste. But everything that followed that was perfect. It was the perfect way for Taker to give the rub to the guy who was going to hold the torch. We didn't know for this long, but he went on for fucking what? When he returned, he went on for 13
10
more years.
Like, it was a lot.
10 more years. Yeah, like that's insane. And if you look at what The Rock did for him at SummerSlam 2022, that was the defining moment for Brock Lesnar to really be passed the torch. He took the world title, WWE title, and now in 2026, Brock Lesnar did the same thing for the next young and upcoming talent. So from start to finish, whether you hate him or love him, you got to respect him and understand that this motherfucker has been an animal and a top guy from day one. And again, he deserves everything that he's going to have going forward, raising his kids, shooting deer on his farm, probably hunting them with his hands. Who the fuck knows?
Remember, he got diverticulitis.
Yeah.
Which should have ended his career.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's why
he came back.
You know,
a
he left the UFC. But again, guys, you talk about a one of one. Brock Lesnar, for me, 100% a one of one. And we can have great up and coming big guys. We'll have Obafemi, but still, I don't think there will ever be anybody to have it as well written, right? Because you can have a dominant, strong guy, but this guy's career was written extremely well for his character and stays strong to the very. Whose retirement match are you looking at them like? This motherfucker can still beat the shit out of 30 of the guys in the roster by himself. Not a lot of guys you can say that about. He didn't miss a step, fucking beast. So I'm sorry. I just had to go on my little run there.
No, you're good. I think most of us, except for Scotty, he's getting ready to say something, but I think most of us agree with what you're going to say. I wish that his retirement wasn't muddied with that retirement at WrestleMania. I kind of wish that wasn't the thing. But he did say, I heard him on, I don't know if you guys heard McAfee this week, where he said after Oba slammed him, he decided he was going to retire.
Yeah, he was like, I'm fucking done.
That happens to a lot of guys in wrestling and football. You get tackled and you're like, fuck, this hurts, right?
So did you see what The Miz said about Brock Lesnar does what Brock Lesnar wants to do? So, even picking up the mic after, we'll talk a little bit about that on SummerSlam, but the same thing, like WWE was ready to let him go too. Like if he didn't want to come back, they weren't going to like fuck with him on it. They thought he was done. They gave him a good send off. And then he was just like a couple weeks later, made that call back like, hey, let's keep it going. And I think that's crazy. I think it's wild.
So go ahead, Scotty. I know you had something negative.
Well, no, I'll just say this much. I will. The only thing I will disagree with you on, AK, is the Undertaker streak deal. That should have gone to one of the other younger guys. In my view, it should have gone to Bray Wyatt because that really was peak Bray Wyatt time and the Wyatt family and stuff like that. Like Brock Lesnar did not need that. He already had a Hall of Fame career.
Man, I wish that was believable.
Huh?
I wish he was too.
Yeah, I mean, I like that idea, Scotty. That Bray, maybe because Bray's not with us anymore. If Bray was still with us, would we still think that way that he should have beat Undertaker? I'm not sure, but I like that thought. But again, there's a lot of aspects of wrestling that aren't believable anymore, and that would be one of them to me. That Bray would be able to conquer the Undertaker like that. I mean, I again love both guys, love the Undertaker. Still, to me, Brock was the right guy to do that. It would have been nicer if Brock was younger when he did it, but
the only reason why I agree with you then, but seeing what they did with him after makes it all worth it. Like I feel like if he didn't have these 13 years to follow that, where now he has that in his build where anybody who fights him, you're automatically assuming they're going to get beat the shit out of and lose. And they did. A lot of guys did. So only a select few were able to conquer Brock Lesnar. And those are to be looked at as the top guys. So Roman, Seth, and Oba. I don't know if there's many other names still on that list in the past 13 years to actually beat Brock. Oh, Triple H, I think he got one fall on him somewhere in there.
They let Goldberg squash him, I think. They let Goldberg squash him a time I think.
Yeah, no, they did that one match, and then Brock beat the shit out of him on the return. And
because they always let Gold Turd squash people he shouldn't. Fiend.
Yeah, that's another thing I saw this week where the differences between Brock's retirement and Goldberg's retirement.
Yes.
Where Goldberg was That's why they cut Goldberg off when they gave him the mic, because they knew it wasn't going to be good. And
So,
they give, even though it was a little awkward, because Brock is kind of an awkward person. It was still nice to see what that Brock was. Yeah, this is. I'm old. This guy's good. I'm fucking out of here. I love that. So Ricky, we're gonna move on. Ricky, give me your favorite Brock Lesnar moment.
Brock party. Him coming out with the Money in the Bank
The
boom
boom
box.
box.
One of my
Yes.
favorites.
Was one of my
boom box that I
favorites.
never got to
Had me
purchase. And
cracking, cracking up.
I don't know that they were selling stuff
They
like
weren't?
that back then, but if there was ever one that I wanted in my life, it's that briefcase.
And I back in 2003, I believe, when WWE was doing their yearly shows here in Frederick at the Key Stadium, which is like 2 minutes from my house. I actually met and got an autograph from Brock Lesnar then.
Oh, very cool. Do you still have that?
Yes, it's in
Very cool.
in my storage closet here in my room with all of my collectibles and stuff that I don't have room
Honestly,
to hang anywhere.
That's a rarer piece because he doesn't do a lot of signings either. So
It was him and RVD.
You got it on. You got him and RVD on the same piece.
No, they were on separate.
What did you get him to sign?
I can't remember if it was a program. Yeah, it was so long.
Go send it away and get it graded.
Yeah.
Spend the $20 and get it graded, man.
Yeah, I got to go find it. I got so much like autographs and shit and frames in there.
That's awesome.
I got autograph shit here in boxes.
Just got to give me your favorite Brock moment.
Well, the Brock party is definitely up there. Gosh, I had one in my head and I can't think of it now. It was like literally I was thinking about it 2 seconds ago. Honestly, just his early career. Like his early career to me was like, just in general, him coming out with Heyman and like, you just sit there and you're watching this guy and you're like, he's just destroying everybody. He's taking that chair shot from Jeff Hardy that one night and like barely phased him. Like,
he sold it.
Yeah.
He sold the shit out of it, though.
He sold it, but it's just like, he still sold it like an animal. Like, it wasn't like...
Yeah.
Silverback gorilla.
Yeah, like, it wasn't anything. It was just... It's stuff like that. It's like that early part of his career was just a memorable... And to be able to say that I got to sit there and watch it firsthand. It's not like, I'm going back through the archives and rewatching that stuff, or like watching it and being like, okay, this is my first time seeing the early career. I got to watch that live firsthand, the early part of his career, and see what kind of a beast he was. And like, honestly, in like out of all the modern wrestling figures I have, that early Brock Lesnar is still one of my favorites. I have an early Brock Lesnar before all the tattoos with the freaking, the flat top and everything. Yeah, like it's so. Yeah, I think to me that's like just the greatest time. It's just him, Heyman, that early part of his career, just a memorable moment to be able to.
AK.
I got two. My first one's actually in the UFC. His rematch with Frank Mir was probably one of my favorite things to watch.
Not Frank Mir wouldn't say that.
Yeah, Frank Mir, dude, after the first fight, Frank Mir's like, I just grabbed his ankle because I wanted him to stop beating me up. Yeah. So he barely got out of the first fight. He knew he was dead on the second one. It was like, oh man, he fucked up. Brock's pissed. Yeah. But my, I hate to say it, but I'm taking my favorite guy in the industry. But I will say that moment was probably my favorite moment for him. Just because again, we all were like so confused. I swear to God, we all looked around the room and we were like, they're going to restart the match, right? Like something happened. Like that was what happened. Like it was almost like a bomb went off and nobody knew how to fucking react. And it was probably the most shocking moment ever in wrestling history for me. And I've watched wrestling for 30 years. Like that shit just had us all stunned. And then Brock Lesnar on a tractor picking up the ring. I'm sorry, but fucking phenomenal. And then the promo with Roman, the microphone shit, like that whole interaction was one of my top fucking Brock moments.
Another good one is that meme where he's sitting up laughing and the Undertaker sits up and laughs.
Yeah.
Right back at him. That one's pretty good.
Yeah.
Well, I want to talk about the callbacks when we get to SummerSlam, but all of those were fucking gold too, for sure.
You guys have stolen everyone. You know, I love the block party, or the Brock party. That was my favorite. And I took quite a long break in between having children, 1990, 1999 and 2012, 13.
Okay.
Missed a lot of the Attitude Era. But I did come back. I started watching wrestling again, and I don't know what year that WrestleMania was, but that was the first WrestleMania I came back where Brock did upset the Undertaker, and that was a moment to me in wrestling where you always think, okay, well, this guy's always going to win. This guy's always going to win. This guy's always going to win. You always just thought, yeah, there's no way Undertaker's going to lose here, and he did. And I remember the exact same thing you said, AK, is looking around the room like, okay, there's other 3 people who were sleeping during the WrestleMania because it was like midnight or 11 o'clock. And I was like, oh my, I was absolutely shocked. And it just brought back a ton of memories from when I was younger and why I loved wrestling, because anything can happen, right? Never say never in this business.
The black guy with his eyes bugged out of his head. That was there at ringside watching it.
Yeah.
Like he turned into a meme.
Yeah. That was an unbelievable moment, and I haven't looked back since. I've been back into wrestling ever since then, and honestly, I couldn't tell you what year that was. I want to say it was like 2012, 2013.
Yeah, 2000. Yeah, I think it was 12.
So, and I haven't looked back. So, Brock and the Undertaker brought me back, and then of course you start looking at all the other stuff, the Money in the Banks, and all the stuff with Lesnar. Lesnar, every once in a while, Lesnar would try to pull off a moonsault.
Yeah.
Not as good.
Shooting Star Press. It was the Shooting Star Press.
Oh, Shooting Star. Yeah. Brock was a special character. Brock lived the gimmick. Like this wasn't a Brock you saw in the ring, and then outside the ring, you felt like you could go up and talk to the guy. He's a scary mofo. Right? Brock was a scary dude. And when you hear him talk, you're like, oh, there's no way this guy's like this, right? But he is. He's every bit of deer antler piss that you can think of. Like he's a genetic freak. Not a genetic jackhammer like Vince, but he's a genetic happy retirement, Brock. Never say never in his business. There might be a spot where he ends up coming back and tagging with his daughter once she gets old enough, or once she comes to NXT. And
destroys everybody.
Good for him. Great. It was a great match, and we'll get into that later on here. So anyway, happy retirement, Brock. All right, let's get into it. SummerSlam. SummerSlam was this weekend. Two nights, right? It was
wait. Did you want I just got a couple contracts I want to talk about really quick.
Oh, my bad. My apologies.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
AEW contracts coming up at the end of the year?
2027 contract expirations, and we got quite a few names on this list. So AEW had a great night last night in Mexico. Again, the show was kind of the same, but the energy was a little bit different. The crowd out there, we know international fans definitely show love.
I would love to catch wrestling in Mexico.
Oh hell yeah!
Because I would love to a different vibe.
Hell yeah! So look, a lot of big names on this list. So 2027, they expire at different time frames throughout the year. So I'm just going to throw out everybody. So we start off with Kyle O'Reilly, Adam Cole, Samoa Joe, FTR, Mercedes Monroe.
Who cares?
Okada, Will Ospreay, Hangman Page, Jon Moxley, Young Bucks, and Kenny Omega. So a lot of top guys are looking at 2027. I think 95% will resign. But honestly, after even watching Mox in this little multi-tag team match the other night, I think it's time for him to go back to WWE. I think it's time for him. He's the only one that I could say he needs to fucking jump the ship for a little bit. He can always go back to AEW if he wants to, but he needs to come back before Rollins retires. He needs his WrestleMania match with Rollins. He needs to do a story with Roman, finish out your shit with your guys, and then fucking make some more money
Well,
and
they
get the
definitely
career.
sent up the bat signal last
Oh, yeah.
weekend to Moxley. So
Yeah.
it's very possible that he comes back. The T-bone effect.
We'll see.
I didn't want to believe it, but again, Moxley back only in the Shield would be great for him. I don't want to need a Moxley singles run. I don't need that bullshit.
No, just do the
Because
story
they're
with
not
these
going
two
to allow
guys.
him to bleed as much as he bleeds in AEW. But give me John Moxley. Give me the Shield again.
No, thank
I
you.
will tell you guys this. I will personally. I don't know if I can say this without like getting the show blocked, but I would off myself if I ever see Hangman.
You would
on
unalive
WWE.
yourself? Were you Perez Hilton?
I will unalive myself in front of you guys live on this podcast if Hangman Page shows up on WWE TV.
You got
all right?
Scotty's approval.
I'm telling you this right.
Oh,
I'm telling you right now.
yeah. Well,
Straight
I
out.
mean, all right. Let's go.
We'll
back
even
through
vote on the method.
Let's go back through that list real quick, one at a time. We'll see who stays, who goes.
Kyle O'Reilly.
Stays.
Yeah,
Days, yeah.
Adam Cole.
he's retired.
Gone.
They're not
Gone.
going to let him come back with his concussion history.
Yeah.
Samoa Joe.
Stays.
Retires.
You think
Yeah,
he retires?
Yeah.
I think he's close to it.
Get back at the announce table. Who knows?
Yeah.
FTR.
Gone.
Gone. They're
I
going
think
back to
they're gone.
WWE.
I think they're gone.
You think so? You think they're going
Yeah.
They
to
want to boost They want to boost that tag team division. Bring FTR in.
Mercedes Monroe.
Stays.
He's
Stays.
staying.
Who's Mercedes Monroe?
Monet.
Monet. Oops. Monet.
I hope when she faces Willow for the title, she falls off the top rope, breaks
No.
her ankle.
But here's the shitty thing about her that I could see her doing is that when she finally wins the AEW title, which she probably will, she'll drop it and then she'll decide to go back to WWE so she can get another fucking platform. She'll sign a short contract,
They
own
won't
everything.
bring
in
her
her
back.
contract.
Well, they only sign people for 3 to 5, so she'll sign. They won't let her come in unless she does a 5.
So, but with everybody that's over there in WWE now, she's the only one missing out of all of her fucking friend group from when she started.
She's not going
And
anywhere. Bailey's coming to AEW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I think Bailey's going to
I don't
Mexico.
care about Mercedes. She's terrible anyway.
She's not bad. She's annoying, but yeah, she's not bad.
No,
she's
she's good.
hot
She's good
garbage. She is hot freaking
She's
garbage.
a great heel.
Thank you.
She's a
No,
great
she's
heel.
Yeah,
not.
I
She's
agree with
terrible at
JC.
everything she does.
I love you, Mercedes, and that's not the
Okada.
good fuck.
Okada,
Stay.
okay, that guy needs to fucking hang it up. Like, he honestly needs to retire. Mr. Paper Mache himself, the guy
What
that
can Okada do now that he hasn't done since he's been there? Like, he was the international champion damn near the whole time he was there. So
He won't touch the world title. He won't get close to it. So at this point, what is he going to do? I don't know.
yeah.
give it
He
up.
might
That's,
just
what, that's what he
he
needs to
might
do.
hang up the boots.
All the elite stays.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Hangman's not going. Hangman's not one
Hangman-
anywhere.
No, and then Mox is the
Neither
only
was Jack
potential.
Perry. Jack Perry wasn't winning anywhere either.
Nobody reached out to him. He's full of shit.
Yeah.
And Moxley's the only toss up right there. I think for him he should, but knowing
I
him, he
think he
probably won't.
stays.
Yeah, he probably stay like an idiot. And then Will Ospreay, who's definitely staying. He's not going.
Yeah,
anywhere.
he's not. He don't like WWE.
Well, you
He's
know
very-
what? I did never say never with Will Ospreay. I mean,
Not yet. Not right
He's
now.
not.
Not right now.
he'll
he's
win
just
the
now.
he'll win the
He's now
title,
building
lose the
momentum.
title, and jump to WWE.
No.
can
I
you
see.
can you imagine
I
now WWE is really doing their best to get into the international market heavy. Who is a heavy hitter? Who are 2 heavy hitters that could show up on WWE TV that would just explode?
Will
Santino
Ospreay.
Will
Morella.
Ospreay, Santino, just the Cobra.
I'd say Kenny be the only other one.
Kenny, yeah.
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 No, I don't,
And you know what?
I don't
As
see
much as
either
it,
Spray or Napoleon Dynamite showing up.
I think that the biggest game changer out of all the names we listed would be fucking Kenny. Like if Kenny went, there's so many pair offs. Yeah, roll your eye. You can roll your eye, but fucking listen, Kenny's he has so many potential lineup matches that could be fucking all main event pay-per-views. You put him on Punk, you put him on Orton, you put him on Cody, you put him on fucking Rollins, and then you fucking put him with Reigns. Like all these guys are main event matches at any pay-per-view.
Well,
so
think about this. Kenny had a big scare.
We call that fantasy booking.
Well,
yeah.
Big
right.
keyword,
Super
fantasy.
Right, but Kenny had a huge scare, physical health scare a year ago. And when you get to a certain point in your career, and I'm not, but and AK, you're far from your career being anywhere near being over. But you get to a certain point in your career where you think, man, what if I could face this guy? What if I could face this guy? Because you could face Orange Cassidy 12 times a year, and that's what would happen if he stayed. But if he went to a bigger company, those are dream matches, right? You try to build yourself for a dream match.
I'm going to tell you exactly what WWE would do with him. Okay, they put him against Dragon Lee. They put him against.
Why not?
They put
nothing wrong with Dragon Lee.
They put him against Danhausen. They put him against freaking Grande Americano.
I know.
They would put it. They would put him against. They'd put him against all these guys. These guys.
Americano would be a great match too.
Now
you don't realize, I don't think you realize the impact that Kenny Omega has. I know he's on AEW TV and AEW isn't as good, but internationally, Kenny Omega is a fucking superstar. He really is. I'm telling you,
and
he really is. When that guy goes, he's Godzilla in Japan. He's Godzilla. He's fucking huge. He's a monster. So, I mean, in certain markets, he's not. But again, they're trying to capture that international
American markets. He's not. That's most definitely true. So I guarantee WWE.
There's a lot of superstars there's international markets completely different from the U.S. market. You have.
But who are you appealing to first?
You have Cena. You have the Undertaker. Like there's a million guys in the American market. It is hard to compete in the American market. But when you put yourself over where there's not as big as stars, right? Look at New Japan right now. Kenny's gone. Okada's gone. Who's their big Switchblade's gone? Who are their big stars in New Japan right now? New Japan is suffering.
Because Tony Khan bought all their talent.
Well, that's what, again, internationally, Kenny Omega's huge.
And that's so they could get those New Japan guys could get some exposure here in the States.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway,
look at where AEW
disagree.
Look at where AEW. I'll just say this: they got all that talent. And look at where
better
AEW
their
is.
careers as well and make more money.
Yeah, but it's not Kenny Omega's fault. It's not Kenny Omega's fault because if he could go to New Japan,
it is to some degree. It's the biggest problem is Tony Khan. But it all goes down that line from the Bucks
Scotty,
to Omega.
I know you don't watch AEW. I know you don't watch wrestling in general a lot these days. We can tell by the bullshit you be saying sometimes. But look, Kenny Omega, if you watch his matches, the motherfucker can go. And he tells that story. You know what? People can critique like the way he talks on the mic. I like his swag on the mic. But dude,
the little Prancy. I'm gonna hit the rope, man.
Watch the match.
Scotty, you do a V trigger, I will lose it.
Oh, Scotty, I'm coming to your house right now. You give me a V trigger. Give me a 1 winged. Well, yours would be a one wing.
I'll give
I
all of you.
I thought when Scotty went back, he was going to go, as he says, ass over tea kettle to the floor.
I'll give all of you the 1 wing fairy. Like
Scotty, you would give us the wing.
Look.
His little prince.
Look, I get it. You're a Cornette fan. I get it. You know, what do you call him? Twinkle Toes or whatever you call them?
Twinkle Toes McFinger Bang.
Finger bang. Look. The guy, at the end of the day, you can say what you want, man. He's one of the best wrestlers in the world, dude.
Jason just found his next short
show me one good Omega match because I haven't seen it.
I can show you 10. I can show you fucking 10, dude.
I'll pick them apart.
Anyone he wrestled with Ospreay. How about Chris Jericho?
Swerve, Daniel Bryan, fucking Okada matches. Like, bro, like the list goes on, man. You just gotta want to watch it and not be like,
Jason
oh
just
my
found his
God,
new
he's
short clip.
athletic, so let me judge him because he's fucking can do a moonsault. Oh, he must be a fairy. Like, man, fuck you, man. Be more athletic, goddammit. He can move around. The guy can go.
All right, we're going off the rails, guys. Come on, we gotta get through
SummerSlam. We got an hour.
I'll tell you this much, and we're gonna move on.
We don't have an hour. We got
if you want to see the best Kenny Omega ever, go on YouTube and look up the movie Sissy Boy Slap Fight. It's got Kenny Omega in it. All right, that's the best thing you'll ever see him in.
All right,
end of story.
Sissy Boy Slap We're doing watch along. We're doing watch along. All right, let's get into it. SummerSlam was this weekend. It was 2 nights. First SummerSlam of 2 nights in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Skull. They didn't do enough of that. Yeah. That's probably the best team in that division that the Minnesota Vikings are in. I'm just saying. Anyway, SummerSlam, night 1.
They got an empty trophy case.
Night 1. Women's World Championship match, Liv Morgan versus Io Sky. I'm going to go to you, Ricky, first, because I know it was very tough to sip it. Scotty, Ricky, and I, we were at Rob's house. We got a chance to go hang out with Rob and watch it. AK did not because he's snobby. But it was hard sitting in Rob's house with Ricky with his pants off. But we survived.
I was lifting my sub plate with no hands.
Yeah, that was absolutely true. What did you think about this match? Liv Morgan defeating Io Sky.
I thought it was a pretty good match. Good match to kick off SummerSlam with. I love both women. They are probably your top heel and face at least on Raw. Liv's probably the best heel in WWE right now, but good back and forth match. We do Judgment Day. We get involved a little bit, and Liv retained.
Scotty, what'd you think? I know you usually say you go to the bathroom during these matches. You did go get a second
food
or a third plate of food before, but you kind of stuck around for this match. This match wasn't a bad match at all.
Yeah, no, I mean, what I saw of it was good. I literally was running late that night, so I didn't get to see all of it, but the parts that I did see were good. Again, here's the thing. I'm going to say this about Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan is one of the best heels in the business. Like, she is a really good. Like, no, I've been a big Liv Morgan supporter. I really like what she's been doing.
I gotta record this.
Women positivity. Hold on, time Scotty with women positivity.
What?
So
what?
And honestly, I'm just glad that they didn't put it on Io because who cares?
Hey, like, you watch your mouth.
I've given up on Io Sky at this point, but yeah, no.
I liked it. I thought that even the finish, like, it seemed cleaner than I thought it was going to be. Because, again, the interference came in, but then they went back to it. Io was back up. You know, like, I really enjoyed the finish. And, again, we called it. We knew that Io won the Queen of the Ring, so she wasn't going to win the second match. But it was the match we needed to start the night, absolutely. Probably one of the best parts of night 1. One of the better matches for sure.
This solidifies Liv as a super tough opponent, right? So which you need to do sometimes with people to make them more believable when they lose to the next person, right? So this makes Liv like almost superhuman at this point because we all know how good Io Sky is. So Liv Morgan retains, still the champion. 6-man tag match, LA Knight.
Yeah.
LA Knight, Solo Sikoa.
Yes.
Solo's money.
And Voice Keys. They defeat Jacob Fatu and the Usos. AK. This was not a bad. This was, first off, let me start out by saying,
go ahead.
SummerSlam overall was great. Night 1 was a little bit better than mid, I would say. Not the best pay-per-view portion, I would say. But overall,
better than both nights
was
of Mania.
Excellent. If you're going to ask for a match to not be the greatest, I think this was the one. And AK messaged me, you were a couple seconds ahead of us. and messaged LA. The first 3 seconds of the match, he botched
Yeah.
the arm whip. I don't know what I
What are
don't.
you doing?
And we saw that, we were like, "What's he fucking talking about?" And then he did it. We're like, "Yep, it's fucking LA Knight, right?" Put a title on that guy. To me, this match was the match out of both nights that wasn't the greatest, but it wasn't bad because there were spots where Solo was excellent.
Solo's money.
I don't need Royce Keys anymore. I just they got to figure out something with Royce Keys.
Well, they wrote him off. Of
Go
Raw.
back to his friggin' name of Powerhouse, and you're better off.
They've
Jacob
Jacob
Fatu killed him on
Fatu.
Raw.
They've nerfed Jacob Fatu for some reason. And the Usos are just the Usos, right? They're just hanging in the wings right now. So, AK, give me your thoughts on the 6-man tag. And by the way, do we need 6-man tag titles?
No. You can't even get your tag divisions right. Why would you introduce trios?
All right.
Because
First,
why not?
night 1 of SummerSlam compared to night 2 was Backlash compared to WrestleMania. Like, it was totally different atmosphere from night 1 to night 2. But this match in particular was the worst match on both, or second to worst match on both nights combined. All right, like between LA Knight and Royce Keys, both of them throughout the entire match, the timing was off, couldn't get their footing together. Royce Keys almost busted his ass fucking climbing the rope. His legs were fucking spread out like this, trying to stand on the rope. I thought they were both gonna die up there. And then fucking
I remember that now.
Lift, to do that.
Come on, brother, help me, Jimmy. Help me, Jimmy.
Yeah,
Jimmy, I can't.
How about give me just a little bit of lift here, a little.
Yeah, that's right. Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jimmy's pushing off the post. Jimmy's like, "All right, man, pick me up, motherfucker."
Yeah, I'm going to go back to something Vince said a long time ago, a million years ago, before he started taking dumps on people. Big guys should not fly. Brock is a different story, and he learned his lesson.
Dude,
but give me a fucking break. You're that big, dude. I don't need you flying through the air. I just don't.
We need to rewind the tape because I didn't watch it back, but I swear in that moment, the last hot tag, they didn't even fucking tag each other. They missed LA Knight missed the fucking tag.
I think I remember that.
Yeah, these motherfuckers missed each other. So he even botched the fucking take home, which again is Triple H's problem when it comes to fucking LA Knight. Like, it's always in the big moments that he's fucking these things up. And I don't give a fuck what you guys say. Fuck LA Knight. Fuck that guy. He cuts a good promo. He's entertaining a little bit. The Shield You Suck shit was so fucking corny and generic.
I thought
he's just so fucking, dude, he's so fucking like.
Right. Again, we find him corny. I think some of the stuff LA does is fucking funny. I like that because that's the kind of person that I want to be or like to be. I like to be the guy who just cuts somebody into pieces. And LA does a great job of that. But when it comes
does he with his Walmart watch? No, I'm joking.
Yeah, right. But that was all they're all callbacks. They're all callbacks to other shit. So again, I get that part of it. But when it comes to the actual physical wrestling, it is not there. It's just not there. And if we're gonna put a title on this guy, you'll find out that this guy they're gonna double his load, and he's gonna be wrestling more, and they're gonna put a title on this. They're gonna realize that it's not good, dummy.
It's not. I'm sorry, it's not. So I'm sorry. Let's move on. But second to worst match of both nights.
Ricky, thoughts? Scotty, thoughts? Any?
Nah, let's just keep it going. Okay. I gotta go to work soon.
Gunther defeated Nick Aldis. This went exactly how I thought it was going to. There was a lot of Gunther over in this. Nick put up a hell of a fight. Do we all want to see Nick fight again?
Yes,
we do.
I do.
Yeah.
We love Nick.
I was surprised it was a clean win by Gunther.
Why would it be? There's no reason for it to be, right? There's no reason for him to low blow Nick, because when you do stuff like that, when you low blow or you hit him with a belt or you do whatever, a chair, then you give the baby a reason to have to come back, right?
But it also made sense for the story of how Night 2 started. So as we'll get to,
but makes sense and it don't make sense. Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, think about it this way, though, right? Like Gunther already beat all these other guys legitimately, and if he can't beat Nick Aldis, who hasn't wrestled in years and his first time up, then what the fuck are we even talking about, right? Like
Yeah.
Nick Aldis put up a good fight. It was exactly like you said. We predicted it was going to go this way, but I'm extremely proud of Nick Aldis, and I'm happy he had that opportunity. Great moment for him. Great
Yeah.
He
moment.
deserves to be there in whatever capacity it is. I'm good with it. But again, Scotty, Nick Aldis.
I love
Owen
that.
Hardy. Owen, are you still? Hold on. Break. Owen, are you still in Japan?
Yes,
We'll
they
shout
are.
out.
And
Oh,
at
they
like
are?
7
Well, all the
a.m.
way
there.
from Japan. What is it? It's 8 o'clock in the morning there, right? It'd be 8 o'clock in the morning.
We
Are they
should have gave
12?
him some Hardway cards to pass around
Oh,
Japan.
that's nice. Go ahead and push that, Owen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see Owen.
Yeah.
Owen won. Well, get home safe, sir. Won his first 9:05. Okay, so it's 13 hours behind.
Still having breakfast.
11. No, I'm sorry. 11 hours. Or no, 12. 13.
13,
Yeah,
you're right.
13.
Yeah.
No,
Congr-
13. Yeah,
Congratulations on winning your first match in Japan, and your dad not winning. Anyway, just kidding. I hope you guys are having a good time. So pretty good opportunity for Owen being over Japan right now. Anyway, all right, we're moving on. We good?
Yes.
Oh yeah, I was just gonna say I
Go
thought
ahead.
it was a great match again. You know, Gunther did what he needed to do. Nick Aldis did what he needed to do. Good match. So
Yeah. I would like to see a different finishing move from Gunther.
Yeah.
It's the same two rear naked choke, sleeper hold, and then they start to power out, and then he gets it back again.
The power, like he needs to honestly go back to the power bomb and just stick with that. Like a simple.
Well, everybody does a power bomb. Give me something else from that guy. Give me something else.
But
I mean, a finish
but
ain't a
his
finish
powerbomb-
a finish ain't a finish anymore anyway. So who cares?
Guys,
Sure.
They kick out of everything.
Walter's like the conventional classic wrestler.
Yeah.
So
No,
the
Walter
Walter
was
makes
fat.
sense.
Walter's
Gunther,
fat.
Walter, all of it. I loved Walter more, but Gunther is the conventional classic wrestler, right? So it's appropriate to have a move like a sleeper hold for the finisher. So I think for me
I'm fine
personally,
with it.
I'm with it. I'm with it the way it is. I'm with it.
Yeah.
And again, the fight out's good because everybody does the same thing. But when the person actually does get out, it makes it more shocking for us the day that somebody does.
But it happens
back.
every match now with Gunther.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same.
Well, we're talking. Well, but again, when he releases and relocks in, the guy who doesn't lose to that is going to be the guy that gets over. You know what I mean? Because we see it. They were like, "Oh, he broke out," but it doesn't mean he's safe. And then fucking he's in again, and then you still don't think he's safe. You know? So I like it.
Women's. This is AK's probably other good match he would love to hear. The women's six woman tag match here. Fatal Influence defeating the Bella Twins and Paige with a Bella turn at the end, which we all called, or one of us called. I don't know who that was. On Paige, which was a terrible turn, by the way. It was very.
I think a lot of the problem I think was that Brie broke her shoulder in the
collar.
match.
Yeah. Thoughts on Fatal Influence? Is JC Jane not the? Is she the next big thing?
Yeah,
I Fatal
really
Influence.
I love Fatal Influence. They're an amazing trio, and I cannot wait to see what JC Jane is going to be like. If anybody I want to see face Rhea Ripley, it's her because I want
Rhea
Rhea
just
to
had
put her over.
surgery.
I want Rhea to put her over because I think it would be a great push for JC to go. Just go up the ladder like that. I'm very high.
She has a lot of people that she can go through first to still make her bones, before getting to Rhea. A lot of great, competitors for her being fresh into this. You guys know I go to the Performance Center quite frequently down in Orlando, and I had the opportunity to watch Fatal Influence work often. They were working every Tuesday down there. They trained down there for a long time. And I think all three of them are quality athletes, and all three of them have good personality. They have a good fucking presence with the live audience. Again, an NXT crowd's a lot different than a Raw crowd, but they bring that energy and their little style to it, which I think is going to transcend over the next few years. So all three girls, high potential. The match itself, kind of dog shit. But that's not to their fault. That's definitely from timing from the Bellas. Bella's timing, again, Bellas are just not good in the ring. Paige did some good sequences. She did all right. But the Bellas just fucking drag everything down in the ring. They're a good personality to have on TV. Yes, I get it. They got their thing going, but just keep them out of a fucking ring. And with one being hurt, looks like I got my wish. So.
You shut your mouth. Twin magic is the best thing in wrestling.
You know what? When they switched during finishes, that was cool. But other than that, nah.
I tried to get Owen. I tried to get Owen to come on real quick for 5 minutes. He said the Wi-Fi is worse and the Wi-Fi is real bad. I said, "Oh, the Hardy Wi-Fi." So anyway, any other thoughts on the Bellas? I'm sure this is going to put a damper on what they had coming up with Paige. So,
well, AJ Lee, right? You could see Paige being saved by AJ, and now you have that tag match that they've been joking about in interviews all for weeks now. AJ and Paige versus Bellas, that callback is now going to be pushed to WrestleMania. So they'll get it. They'll have it. It'll just drag on for a little longer.
Undisputed WWE Championship match. CM Punk defeats Cody Rhodes. Were we surprised about this?
No. We were surprised that Randy Orton returned, which I'm glad he returned.
What a great return by Randy Orton.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Jesse has got his face winking at her.
When Randy's, of course, Randy's running down to the ring. He slides into the ring. Jesse squeezes up onto the edge of the couch and starts to take her pants off like Ricky Woo. And Randy hit the RKO and stood up and looked at the camera and winked. And Jesse made a weird noise. I don't know what it was, but she definitely loves herself some Randy Orton. So good return. I didn't get a chance to catch all of Raw. Did he show up on Raw? Or he'll be on SmackDown?
On SmackDown.
Okay, so we'll see tomorrow night.
It's good because this will keep Cody hopefully out of the the WWE title picture for a while. I'm kind of tired of seeing Cody in it. Now, if we could only get the spell off CM Punk real quick, would be nice.
Oh, it's coming.
Well,
it's
for
coming.
who? To who?
We're getting there.
I mean, honestly,
then don't take it off.
In the night too.
Yeah, I mean, there's nobody really worthy of.
Segue.
Exactly.
Let's get into night two.
Yeah, we'll get into that. But Hell in a Cell match. Obafemi defeats Brock Lesnar for the second time. This match did not go very long, but there were a ton of callbacks that AK is going to talk about here real quick. Great match. Was typical. Wasn't like it was very hard hitting. Of course, that's what you would expect out of these two guys. I give it to Obafemi for not slamming Brock for his last power bomb onto the boards of the ring. So shout out to I'm sure that Brock said that's what I need you to do. But I think Oba made a decision not to do that, which was very nice of him. And I'm sure when they got to the back, Brock was like, "You piece of shit. I told you to do that, and thank you for not doing that." So it turned out to be a pretty good match and a great send off for Brock. AK, give us your lot of callbacks.
So I'm going to start with the powerbomb moment because after he got powerbombed, you could see Brock look over. Mm-hmm. It was almost like a look of relief, like, "Oh shit, I didn't hit the boards." Like, oh, like he looked relieved in that moment.
He did.
And everybody's like, "Oh, it's a botch. He should have picked him up and tried it again." I'm like, "Fuck no! What kind of indie mud show shit is that?" Like, yeah, I'm gonna pick him up just to fucking hurt this motherfucker. Like, no, it's over, motherfucker.
Yeah, believe it or not, that hurts.
Oh fuck yeah, yes it does.
I did like that when he put him down for the power bomb. He did put him down very softly. You got to see Brock get his elbows back a little bit. So it was very nice of Oba not to absolutely make sure this guy never walked around in Minnesota again.
Yeah. So to give you guys throw in some of the callbacks, it all started when Brock Lesnar kicked off of Oba and did the laughing scene with callback to Undertaker's match at SummerSlam where Taker sat up and they were both laughing at each other in the middle of the ring. Iconic moment, callback. And I pointed out there, I told my wife, I was like, oh shit, that's a callback to the Undertaker shit. And I was ecstatic from there. And then it just started rolling, right? Then he pulls up the apron, pulls up the canvas, and he exposes the wood. And I was like, oh shit, that's another callback to the Undertaker and Brock Lesnar's Hell in a Cell match. And then he scoops him for the tombstone, and I was just fucking losing my shit. Full pose, full Undertaker pose for the fucking finish.
Yeah,
if they ended the match right there,
he stuck his
I
tongue
would have
out.
died. Yeah, I would have fucking been. I would have died right there if they ended the match right there, because it would have been fucking. It was just a great moment. Again, for those that have been watching all the way through, and those who've been watching for years, like, we'd love to see callbacks of things and moments, iconic moments, especially when they don't overdo it, right? Like, who would have thought Brock Lesnar would be a guy to do some callbacks in the middle of a match? But it was so cool, man, to see. The match itself for me was a good match, very aggressive. You know, the steel steps came out. They utilized the table. They didn't beat the shit out of Brock to send him off dead, but they still had a nice, aggressive, shorter match, and it delivered everything that I wanted to see. And again, for me, I think it was fucking a solid way to end a career for Brock.
Yeah. Ricky?
Loved it for every reason AK just said.
Yeah. Great match. Great match. So, no, you can't say much more than that. So,
Brock is the future. Oba's the future.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're going to do with him or how they're going to do it. But when you defeat the Beast, you're on another level.
Yeah.
You're on a level that no one else is with.
The future.
Yeah, you're not.
This is the push that I think Vince wanted to give to Omos years ago, and they couldn't because
Very possible because Omos could not wrestle.
Thank you.
and they let Omos beat Brock at Mania.
All right, let's move on to night two. Night two, and I'm going to say this. This was probably the best pay-per-view I've ever. I don't want to say ever because I don't remember half the shit I've watched over the years.
Yeah.
This was above and beyond my top 1 or 2 ever. This night 2 gave everybody everything they wanted in wrestling. There's something to be said about when you listening to the fans, and it felt like night 2 they did. Welcoming back Nick Aldis as the GM, starting it off. And then we're going to get into the Fatal 4-Way, which wasn't supposed to be a Fatal 4-Way. But night 1, what did you guys think of night 2? Okay, so out of 5 pizza cutters, right? We're already thinking night 1 was better than WrestleMania night 1 and night 2, right?
Oh yeah, WrestleMania was terrible.
Yeah.
Both
No.
nights
It's arguable.
were fucking terrible.
It's arguable because again, WrestleMania was like months ago, so we're not seeing it as fresh in our heads as we think we are. We're just calling back a few moments. But I think that
you weren't
I
smart enough. Is that what you're trying to say?
I said it was fucking terrible a few months ago when it happened.
no, I think that SummerSlam night 1 was just a good pay-per-view. It wasn't standout or anything. It was, like I said, Backlash. It was a filler pay-per-view. It wasn't anything special for me. I would have gave it like maybe a 2.5, 3. Night 1. But night 2, on the other hand, I give it a 5. I give it a 5.
All right. So undisputed WWE Championship supposed to be Sami Zayn versus Finn Balor. Nick Aldis comes out, reinstated as GM. Nice little shiner he had when he got there. Nice little black eye. And he announced that it's now going to be a multi-way match. So he introduces Gunther as the third man in the match. And then he goes, I'm not done. We're going to add one more guy to this mix. And Kevin Owens' music hit. And I don't know if you guys saw the video of Kevin before he came out. And I don't know how he kept it together. He hadn't heard his music in 18 months or whatever it was.
Yeah.
And he comes out. So Kevin Owens is added to this match, which immediately we all said, well, fuck, Kevin Owens is winning this. There's no way. So Kevin Owens defeats Sami Zayn, Finn Balor, and Gunther to be the number 1 contender for the undisputed WWE Championship title. So thoughts on Kevin Owens' return? Anyone?
Happy to see that he's back, he's cleared, he's healthy, and can compete again. Like Kevin Owens, I would like to see a throwback to Kevin Steen and El Generico, though I was a little disappointed that we didn't get El Generico.
Well, El
Maybe
Generico and
he'll
Kevin
be
Steen
in
are
the,
both names from their indies and
yeah, ROH.
both owned by ROH. So
I was hoping we'd see El Generico for this Luchador tournament.
that would be cool.
But yeah, overall, I thought it was pretty good to add on to the Balor and Sammy match to further the screw Sami Zayn story that they're going with.
AK, you've been injured and hurt and making your comeback. How did this resonate with you?
So I have mixed feelings about this. I am ecstatic for Kevin Owens. I am super excited to see him back. We love Kevin Owens, or I do. I've always thought really highly of him ever since coming in and beating Cena on his debut on the main roster. But guys, I don't think he should have won. I think that we put ourselves in a little hole right now. You put him up against CM Punk, he's not going to beat Punk, so it's a little rushed for me. I would have liked to have seen Balor take it, and you give us Balor and Punk rematch because their last match was really good, and then put Kevin Owens against a Gunther, or let him reestablish himself a little bit before coming in, automatically getting a title shot, which he's probably going to lose. So I don't like the setup of it, but I'm excited for his comeback, his return. And again, that's probably one of the biggest surprises of the entire weekend for us, was to get his presence. And again, there's nothing to complain about when you got Kevin Owens back on TV.
Scott,
I'll say this. All right. Something AK said a few minutes ago now just kind of resonates with me. Not saying, like, I'm fine with CM Punk being the champion, but you just asked, who do they put him against? Well, they got him against Kevin Owens. What if they do the semi-unthinkable and put the belt on Kevin?
I mean, they did it with Sammy.
So
yeah, they won't. You know why I did it with Sammy? Because he was a transition between Cody and Punk. We knew that. We called that.
But what if they want to use Kevin for they have a longer term plan for Kevin?
He was a great NXT champion.
Guys, he's not the international star of CM Punk and Roman Reigns right now. He's not at their level.
But
they will have Sami Zayn ultimately cost him his shot.
But it's stupid. We're running another Sammy story again. And fucking, like I said, if they had just let fucking somebody else, Sammy, take the fall against Balor and fucking make Gunther the reason why, Kevin Owens couldn't stop the fall, then you have him in a fucking good opponent, a good story you can draw out to reestablish him back TV and build him up some to then go into the world title picture.
I think this is a building story to get more. Once Punk finally drops that belt, it's not going to be in a one-on-one match. It's going to be in a multi-man match where he doesn't have to eat the pin to lose the belt.
That's stupid too. That's dumb too.
Yeah, but that's what they do. That's what they do to keep everybody strong.
Yeah,
I'm sure JD McDonough's going to take the pin in that.
I mean,
I don't know. Again,
I'll just say this: good match for what it was. Four ways are a little sloppy sometimes, but good match. And again, great surprise to see Kevin Owens coming back. So that's honestly my take on it.
United States Championship match. Baron Corbin defeats Trick Willie to become the new champion. I honestly did not see this coming.
I didn't either.
I'm fine with it happening because I think Baron Corbin has always been one of the most underrated guys on the roster. But this match could have been on SmackDown.
Yeah. That, and I'm sorry, but like, as much as I like Baron Corbin, like, they got something with Trick. Like, they just gave him that fur belt, and like, you're gonna take this off of him already? No, like that. Like, give it time to build. Like, they could have had a really good series of matches back and forth, and like a DQ here, a count out there, and just get Corbin so pissed that he can finally takes the belt off a Trick.
I don't think people are interested in this match to see it 3 times.
No.
I mean, they did it right.
I
Honestly,
agree, but at the
right.
same time, they need to do something to build, like, rather than just taking the belt off a Trick. And Trick's
I think it's time to move Trick up to the world title picture, and Money in the Bank will be a good opportunity for him to get a good showing, whether he wins Money in the Bank or not.
Give little Yachty an earpiece so he knows his spots.
Give little Yachty his microphone back and tell him to go back to rapping.
Yeah.
Get him out of there.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. Little Yachty's not
better than Travis Scott.
Yes, absolutely. He didn't tater anybody. So, Little Yachty's not bad. He's just not. He's not into wrestling yet, right? Timing is everything, especially when you're.
Yes.
I know a guy that's a manager. Timing is absolutely everything when it comes to this stuff. And if you are a split second off, man, it looks absolutely terrible. And he wasn't just a split second off. He was 5 and 6 seconds behind where he needed to be.
He was kind of low off.
So I can say this. I've only missed one spot, and it wasn't my fault. It was Austin's. So
look, I'll say this. I was there the night that he did the gingerbread man thing, and I thought his time, that was probably my favorite segment he was involved in. We were there live here down the street in Jack's. But overall, again, like you guys said, this match didn't need to be on this card. This show was so good. This match was probably one of the flattest matches on the card. Trick Williams, I don't know, man. I really wanted to see him get another good pay-per-view win, but Baron Corbin just coming back, like, basically a couple weeks ago, I kind of saw this coming, and I didn't want it to happen. Never been a huge Baron Corbin guy. I think he could ride the mid card pretty solid. I think he did great as Lone Wolf when he had his little stringy hair. But I don't know if you should have done that to Trick right now unless you have a plan. So let's just hope that they have a plan for him. That's all. That's all I can say.
I think we got a plan.
Yeah. My favorite match on the card, and I was so excited about this. And I actually popped the burner, I think. Interim WWE Women's Championship ladder match. Chelsea Green defeats Tiffany Stratton, who Michael PSA said wasn't in the same league as Chelsea. Jade Cargill, who Chelsea's not in the same league as. Charlotte Flair, who Chelsea is not in the same league as. And Lash Legend. This match ended exactly how it was being. We were calling it in the living room of Rob's house as it was going on, as she stayed on top. Ricky was the closest to knowing exactly what was going on because he thought that belt was just gonna drop in her hands. Chelsea being hung upside down.
I swear, when she was being hung upside down on that ladder, and who was it? Charlotte and Jade were fighting for the belt on the tops of the ladder over her. I swear, I thought that belt was going to come unhooked and be bobbled between the two of them and then fall right on Chelsea, who was laying at the bottom of the ladder, a la Otis at the Money in the Bank on top of Titan Towers.
If you want to talk about timing, this was perfect timing for Chelsea to be hanging upside down all that time and then doing a sit-up and climbing that ladder and pulling that belt down. What a great Matt Cardona moment. Who, by the way, he has now stated that he is one half of the women's heavyweight champion. So
yeah, we all popped Robs.
That WWE Unreal. My wife watched a little bit with me on it, and she saw the Chelsea Green parts, and she saw the whole Matt Cardona toy collections stuff and all that, and she's like, I really like her a lot. So when we were watching the pay-per-view, we were sitting here having that moment, and when she started going up, and then she got caught up, and she was hanging upside down, we were like, fuck, man, we wanted fucking Chelsea, goddamn, but she was still hanging. And then once she did the sit-up, I was like, oh my fucking God, this is happening right now. It was such a great moment, dude. Like, thank God that WWE finally delivered and gave us something we actually wanted to see. We don't get it a lot, so we have to enjoy the moments when we got them. And I can't think of a single person who was not fucking excited for this moment for Chelsea. And I'm so glad that she,
Michin. Michin.
Oh yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But every woman in AEW,
especially her, giving a shout out to Michael Hayes and going up that ramp. Fucking chef's kid.
Yeah, and you know what? She is
she does so good.
She is bright. she is on another level that they were trying to keep her out of, and you
Yep.
can't. A star will always shine, and
Mhm.
Chelsea
Yeah.
Green is that star.
Yeah.
The hot mess. She had all those issues in the beginning where she broke her arm, and then she came back and broke her wrist again, and they ended up releasing her, and she did a little indie run there with Cardona. She is. I've never been more excited for a woman to win a title than when
deserves it.
Chelsea won.
She
No,
deserves it.
seriously, I can agree with that. Like 100%. Like that.
Yeah, we
That's
love.
how good it felt.
Yeah, love Chelsea Green. Love Chelsea Green.
Yep.
Love it.
All right, here we go. The worst match on the whole card, where we don't even know why it was even there. Human Money's on a pole
Just skip it.
match.
Skip it.
Danhausen
Yeah.
defeats Dominic Mysterio. JD McDonough absolutely desecrates midgets in this. And actually, and he came out, he tweeted, he said, now I know how Brock Lesnar feels, or no, Obafemi feels. Some of these guys probably will not ever wrestle again. The whiplash was absolutely. What's up, Dom? How you doing, bud? Welcome to the chat.
It's almost considered a hate crime. It's like-
It really was. JD got a lot of frustration out that night. So Danhausen, we all knew Danhausen was not losing this match. Let's get rid of Danhausen for a couple months. Let him go do some PR shit somewhere else. Keep him off TV.
Keep him in his laboratory. That's all he needs to be in. No wrestling matches.
Yes, all backstage stuff. I don't need anything here.
Just funny R-Truth like segments backstage. That's all we need.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
International Championship match. Chad Gable defeats Penta and becomes
Intercontinental.
Sorry, might as well be international. Intercontinental breakfast title. Chad Gable defeats Penta to become the new champion. We all saw this coming too. I wore my Americano Grande is numero uno shirt. Boys, they gave us everything we wanted on night 2. This is one we've wanted for quite some time. We thought we were going to get it 2 years ago. And we did not get it. Thoughts, and then I'll go into the end of the match. Anybody have any thoughts on this?
Well deserved for Mini Angle.
So good. So look, I like him and Penta's work together. I think their styles are fucking great together. It was just everything we wanted out of it. And again, we wanted that finish. I love Penta. Penta's my guy right now. And I'm hoping that they segue him into the tag division with Ray. But man, what a good match. Fucking high quality match. Great finish. Great show of respect at the end. Again, giving him that moment was, that was the moment that we wanted to see him have years ago. It finally paid off right in his hometown. Like fucking thank you again, WWE, for another great delivery there.
Except for the mug root beer spot at the end was terrible.
Somebody's got to pay the bills, man. Somebody's got to pay the bills.
I feel like that's like a setup for something later on down the line, where it's Ludwig. We thought for sure it was Ludwig Kaiser in the mug root beer costume.
Yeah.
But again, kind of ruined the spot. They really lingered with that mug root beer thing.
It was probably Tozawa.
It could have been. Definitely wasn't noticed.
Well, you realize you saw Chad Gable was trying to set up for the pose too a couple times. Kept looking over.
Yeah, right.
Are we in the shot?
I'm sure he was thinking, wait a minute, did I miss something?
We good? Cameraman's probably telling him, wait, to the left. Yeah. And he's like,
terrible.
It was cool though. It was cool.
Anyway, final match on the card, World Heavyweight Championship match. Roman Reigns defeats Seth Rollins. I'm gonna go to you, Scotty, first, and then I'm gonna shit on you. Scotty, tell us why you did not like this match.
Well, I'll say this much: after everything they had,
and you're done.
Ricky, you might as well just go get changed for work right now because I'm going to be.
I'm already dressed for work. I was putting my knee brace on and my wrist brace on while you guys were going through some of the earlier stuff.
Go ahead.
So here's the thing: with everything they had already given us, they had given us the amazing return of Kevin Owens. They gave us the Chelsea Greenfield good moment. They gave us Chad Gable winning a title. I was done. I honestly was just done with wrestling.
He was smoking a cigarette.
Yeah. You could smoke a cigarette at that point. Like, I was just done with wrestling at this point. So freaking Seth and Roman, and knowing the outcome that they were going to do is keeping the belt on Roman and whatnot. It was just like, you know what? I'm bored with this. Like, the match was boring to me. Like, you know, I don't know. I just, again, I'm not saying it was a bad match. I just was bored by it. I was just like, I'm done. I could care less about the rest of this match or really anything else that's going to go on. So,
AK.
Guys, 1992, Wembley Stadium, the British Bulldog versus Bret the Hitman Hart. The greatest SummerSlam match of all time. I remember watching with my family. We were all divided. We didn't know who we wanted to win. Fucking classic. Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins is the number 2 greatest SummerSlam match of all time. And you know what, Scotty? I get it. You don't get it. I don't give a fuck because I get it and I fucking love it. All right. For one, long-term storytelling. Like I said earlier with the Brock and Taker situation. Fuck, man. So many moments in that match. So many callbacks. So many Easter eggs. So many shout-outs to Moxley. So many little things that they did throughout the match that were great. But also the match itself didn't really move slow. A lot of aggression. Yes, high tempo. And again, just, man, the finish with the fucking chair. We've seen this chair haunt Roman for years. The call back to the chair spot and for him to take it and throw it aside saying, I don't need this shit. Not only does it tell the story between them, but it tells a story about Roman Reigns' title run right now, right? He's had 3 matches on pay-per-views. All 3, he didn't have any help. He's not doing it like his last run where run-ins all the time. He's doing it on his own strength, solidifying himself as the OTC. And fucking from start to finish, I was at the edge of my seat. Fucking shout outs to Seth Rollins. I can't wait to buy the fig with that gear too. I can't wait to fucking see that shit on the market one day. But man, thank you, both of those guys. They delivered. The top 2 guys in WWE. This could have easily, and I said it should have been, a WrestleMania fucking main event. But this was the greatest match that we've probably had in the past fucking 5 to 10 years. For me personally. That's how emotionally invested I was.
Ricky?
Fucking 5 out of 5.
What he said.
What he said.
This is an ending of a chapter in Seth Rollins and Roman's feud over the years. This is it. This is it. We probably will not see them face each other again ever again. The next time we see these 2 together, they will be together.
Next month we'll see them fight again.
It's very possible. But this we all need an ending of the story, right? We all need whatever show or movie that we love. It's a trilogy. We all need closure, and this gave us closure. And at the end of this, not one person lost here. Roman did not lose. Seth did not lose. Well, he took the pin, but he did not lose, and the people didn't lose. So, to me, this was poetic. This was very poetic, and the whole throwing the mask down. Which who did the mask represent?
Angle. Kurt Angle.
Kurt Angle. I saw that picture.
I thought Triple H. Triple H did the best.
Could have been
right?
Triple H, but them guys putting their fists together as a shield. These guys are brothers. They came up together. They were separated, whether they agreed with each other's politics or whatever they agreed with at the time. They all went their separate ways, and everything comes around. And I'm not talking about Becky Lynch. The man comes around. And this was poetic. This was poetic. This was a great finish to a story that we watched for 10 years. Decade.
Yep.
So anyway, great SummerSlam night 2. I enjoyed. It's been a while since I enjoyed a pay-per-view. AEW, again, I'm fucking dead 6 matches in, so it's very hard to enjoy a complete pay-per-view for AEW. And honestly, the WWE giving us like 4 matches on a pay-per-view or 5 matches in a pay-per-view, it's kind of, they're not always the greatest matches. And they killed it here. Yeah. Triple H killed it here. Hunter Hearst Helmsley absolutely killed it here. Everyone in the back, and I can't wait to see the unreal of SummerSlam, because this last one was kind of bullshit. But I'm super excited about the Unreal coming out. See, when Unreal started, I hated it. Fuck you. I don't want to know. I don't want to know how the sausage is made. Just let me eat that bitch. But now I can't wait. It's like Hard Knocks. It's like Hard Knocks of wrestling. So give me that Unreal sooner than later. So
You want to know how the sausage is made so you can eat it.
that's right. So anyway, that's going to do it here for Hardway Wrestling. AK and I, we have a spot this weekend. We're in DC working.
Yes, sir.
We are
AK
working
is
in
back.
DC.
JC and AK are back
Together. Yep. And I will be at Voltage again on Sunday. Double shot this weekend. This will be my last wrestling of the weekend. I'll get a double shot. Unfortunately, I don't think AK can make it up for that, but I will be there causing all kinds of havoc at the Hagerstown Boxcar Stadium. There's not one mascot that is safe there. Central City Liquors mascots, look out. So,
Damn.
He's going to take a 1D from ketchup and mustard.
Mustard always wins, by the way. Mustard always wins. So anyway, that's going to do it here for Hardway Wrestling. Thank you guys for joining us. Long show, but we had a lot to get out here, and we'll see you guys next time.
On the hard way.
Hey, AK, go watch that Sissy Boy slap fight.
Fuck.